Great segue, because you recently posted on your stories, Vatican Christian rapper D1 gets co-signed by Jay-Z's new girlfriend, Kendrick Lamar. What did you mean by that? You got something against Kendrick now? Like, what is going on?
Yo, Kendrick is about to do the Super Bowl, and he's like, Jay-Z's got him right under here. Right. Jay-Z's f***ing that dude in the fucking ass, and he's done. Kendrick can suck my...
What?
Yes. Everyone needs to stop worshiping these people. This is how it happens. You don't fucking think. This human trafficker is taking this little motherfucker under his wing, putting him on the Super Bowl, one of the biggest fucking ceremony satanic rituals of the year, and then trickling down to now co-sign this Vatican satanic Christian rapper. People don't know how to connect dots.
So in no way do you think that somebody like Kendrick just worked his way up to the position that he's in?
He worked his way up to a certain point and then decided to get fucked in the ass so that he could get on top. Of course.
So you think that doing the Super Bowl is that big of a deal that somebody would switch over to do something like that?
Look. All you have to do is look at anyone who's corporately owned. It's simple. It's that simple. D1 is owned by, he's under Sony Music, and he goes to Harvard. He is the perfect candidate to be ushered into this Skull and Bones secret society.
So
the perfect candidate.
So D1 has represented a lot of positivity, right? Like a lot of what he's doing is talking about, you know, in rap, you shouldn't be talking about these things. He's upset other rappers like Rick Ross, and, you know, and he's still shown love to them, but saying like, yo, you guys are still my brothers. I just don't agree with what you guys are talking about. So you think that positivity is all a ploy?
Yep. Well, he came with that vibration, right? And now that Hollywood and the music industry needs to reface itself, he is the next perfect. Keep in mind, Black China got saved last year, became a Christian, went to seminary, is now like a legitimate like minister. Black China, who had human trafficking allegations right before that. And all of a sudden they were wiped clean. And all of a sudden she became this minister now, and she's super Christian. So Hollywood has been refacing itself for a while now. And so D1 is the perfect candidate. Like I said, he is corporately owned. He's under Sony Music. That's his parent company. He goes to Harvard. We're talking about Rockefeller indoctrination. We're talking about the people who go to Harvard are the predators of of America. You know?
I thought D1 was independent, wasn't he?
No, he's not. He's under, you can Google that shit right now. He was, but guess what? Now the corporations took over. Now he's a fucking corporate slave. So if you're not paying off Sony, then I don't care what the fuck you're doing. You're on their side as far as I'm concerned. You're on that whole tip. You know what I mean? So he ain't. And then on top of it, I just want to read the lyrics because I listened to one of his songs yesterday. I just won. It's all I needed. I was like, yo, this, it's trash. First of all, it sounds like a fucking trap song from 2006 that I found at a mixtape shop in Grand Rapids, Michigan, right? And then the positive message is, now the message needs to start to elevate, right? We need to start to, because we've talked about the streets enough. We know that talking about murder and shit is not good. Duh. Let's elevate. But no, he's there to perpetuate the Christianity and the racial divide. So because America has now become black, Christianity still has to control Black America, right? Because religion keeps everything in place and in order. And then you maintain the divide by inserting the racial rhetoric. So he's here. Y'all done turn this culture trash. These so-called legends ain't no legends, blah, blah, blah. I don't care if they still millions doing here in their message. Poison in our whole community, everybody hypnotized. Like, we know this, okay? You're not saying anything new, D1. Why you think nobody respect Black people? No big surprise. Okay, so now you are continuing to feed our youth and telling them that nobody respects you. Stop feeding them that shit. What I want to tell my youth, all the youth of America is that you are respected, you are seen, you are loved, right? But we're perpetuating this mentality. Call it like it is. I love New Orleans, New Orleans, my city, but I love God way more. I don't care if none of y'all with me. Okay. First of all right, that's fine. But hold on. We celebrate being stupid and everybody's so gangster. Okay, we know this. But when you clock in for that white man, you be up on your best behavior. Sir, you go to Harvard. You stay clocked in for the white man, sir. You're owned by Sony. You are owned by the white man. So what the fuck are you talking about? And then that's it. I'm applying pressure. I'm powered by G-O-D, whatever. And we going to be all right. That's what Kendrick Lamar said. So he re-shouted out Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z's girlfriend.
Okay, but his recent album, Uno, debuted at number 4 in the world on Apple Music, iTunes, hip hop charts, right? And he says 100% independent. That's what he says.
Can you Google him being owned by Sony Music, please? What a fucking liar. Now you claim to be a fucking Christian and you a fucking liar too, bro? Fuck you. I'll show you right now. I'll pull this shit up right now.
I'm looking. I don't see anything with Sony.
I'll show you. It's the parent company. He's under RCA Inspiration, which is a gospel label. The parent company of RCA Inspiration is Sony Music. Thank you. Owned by Sony. If you ain't writing a check to Sony, then you're owned by them. You are owned by the white man. So stop feeding the bullshit to these kids. Because we know the American education system is all bullshit anyway.
So what is the point? What do you think that he's doing? Like what are they trying to do with him? Like they're trying to use him as like
he's because they're refacing the music industry in Hollywood, so it has more of a positive Christian vibe. But while the positive Christian vibe is still going on, kids are still being sacrificed behind closed doors. Get it? And actually, Christianity and all the child sacrifice comes from that too. We're talking about the Vatican. They've been sacrificing kids at the Vatican. And people don't realize that all Christian denominations are under the Vatican. They're Vatican ruled. Your average Christian doesn't know that. And actually, your average pastor doesn't even know that. They just pay their dues to their denomination, but they don't know that that denomination is ruled by the Vatican, the U.S. corporation. Hello?
Well, I think we need to give a little round of applause for that. We like when Tina gets real spicy during the interview. That passion.